Hello future CS, welcome back to my channel again. So are you feeling overwhelmed about how to revise for your CA inter exams? Don't worry, I have got you covered. In this video I am sharing a 46-day revision planner designed to help you cover your entire syllabus effectively without burning out. So whether you are juggling with multiple subjects or unsure where to start, this plan will give you the structure and strategy you need to stay on track. So guys, grab a notebook and let's dive in. Also, if you are new to my channel, I request you all to subscribe and hit the bell icon below so that you can get notified whenever I post new videos. So guys, when you visit my channel in the playlist section, there is a separate playlist for CA inter exams. Here you can find videos relating to different types of study and revision plan, different subject specific guidance, and there is also a playlist for CA GPT for students. In this I have shown different methods in which you can use CA GPT while preparing for your CA exams. And there are various other playlists as well. So you can go to my channel and watch these videos as well. So this is a 46-day study plan. So basically it's a revision plan. The plan is starting from 18th March to 2nd May. So the exams are starting from 3rd May. So this is the outline of the plan. Let's decode this plan one by one. So totally there are 5 slots in our plan. Out of that, 4 slots are for 3 hours each, and the fifth slot is for 1.5 hours. So slot number 1 will be from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. and slot 2 will be from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and slot number 3 will be from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and slot 4 will be from 5:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and slot number 5, which is for 1.5 hours, will be from 9:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. So we can see here that we have spread the study slot throughout the day, and there are also sufficient breaks between each slot so that you do not get bored by studying continuously. And also there is sufficient time slot for sleeping as well, like 6 to 7 hours has been allocated for sleep as well, because when you sleep well your mind will be fresh and you will be able to concentrate better on your studies. It is very important to take care of your health during the study leave. So what we have done is, out of this 5 study slot, this fifth slot, which is of 1.5 hours, we have reserved this to practice MCQ. So as you all are aware that MCQ is for 30 marks in each subject. So it is very important because it is very easy to score full marks in MCQ. So it is very important to practice MCQ. Usually case scenario based and direct MCQ, both type of MCQs are asked in the exam. So recently I had made a video on different sources from where you can practice the MCQ. So if you are also wondering from which all sources you can practice MCQ, you can watch that video and ensure you practice MCQ from all those sources so that you score 30 out of 30 in MCQ in all the subjects. So before going ahead with the revision plan, let's discuss few things. So in the BOS knowledge portal, you can find the Saransh. So the Saransh has small summary based notes for each chapter. You can use that also for revision purpose. And apart from that, it is important to study the revision test paper and last year papers as well. And it is also important to attempt the mock test papers. So recently I have made a video on this topic also, the importance of mock test paper and what are the key points to keep in mind to effectively write the mock test paper. The link to that video has also been added to the end screen. You can watch it from there. And before revising, you can go to the BOS Knowledge portal and you can check the section wise weightages from there. And first you can study the chapters with highest weightage and then you can study the remaining chapters. However, do not do selective study. It is very important to study all the chapters from the syllabus. And one more important point is to do written practice, because most of the times the CA exams are like very lengthy. So it is important that you practice writing in fast speed and also legibly. So when you are studying, that time itself you have to do written practice. And suppose you are doing written practice of any practical subjects like accounting, ensure that you practice writing the proper formulas, proper formats, notes and assumptions also. So basically you should write it in the same way as you would present in the exam. This will help you to write easily in the exam as well. And if you are studying for theory subject, practice writing in bullet points or paragraph and ensure you give proper headings and subheadings also. And for provision based subjects, you should write the appropriate section number and mention the provisions correctly. So in the study leave itself, if you practice writing in this manner, in the exam you will be able to write in the same way easily. And also one more thing you can do is whenever you are practicing writing any question, first you can estimate as to how much time it will require to write that answer. So suppose if you estimate it will take 10-15 minutes in the exam, you must try to finish in the same time during your study leave as well. And once you finish writing the answer, compare your answer whether with the ICI study material or if you are practicing the RTP or the previous year question paper. Compare your answer with that ICI standard answer. And if you note that there are any major changes in your answer and the ICI answer, then you can practice writing that part again. So if you have done sufficient written practice in the exam, you will be easily able to write in fast speed and also legibly. And then you will be able to finish the exam in the stipulated time and you will also have sufficient time for revision as well. So now let's go ahead and see this revision plan. So what you can do is you can pause this video at relevant places and you can note down this revision plan in your notebooks. So from 18th March to 22nd March, that is the first 5 days, here you will be revising corporate and other law and advanced accounting. So in slot 1 and slot 4, you will revise corporate and other law. And in slot number 2 and slot number 3, you will revise advanced accounting. So we have tried to group 2 subjects per day, and mostly it will be helpful if you can group one theory subject and one practical subject. Then from 23rd March to 27th March, that is the next 5 days. Here you will revise auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So in slot 1 and slot 4, you will revise auditing and ethics. And in slot number 2 and 3, you will revise cost and management accounting. Then from 28th March to 30th March, here you will revise financial management and income tax. So financial management you will revise in slot number 1 and slot number 4, and income tax you will revise in slot number 2 and slot number 3. Then from 31st March to 2nd April, the next 3 days. Here you will revise strategic management and GST. So in slot 1 and slot 4, you will revise strategic management. And in slot number 2 and slot number 3, you will revise the GST portion. Then from 3rd April to 8th April, the next 6 days. Here in slot 1 and slot 2, you will revise each of the subjects. Like on 3rd April, you will revise advanced accounting. On 4th April, you will revise corporate and other law and so on. Per day, you will revise one subject. Then in slot number 3, you will attempt the mock test paper 1. This is the same time as the exam time. Then after attempting the mock test paper in slot 4, you will analyze your answers of the mock test paper. You will compare your answer with the ICAI answer and you will see as to what errors you have done and what you can do better. Whether it's presentation error or any silly mistake or any conceptual clarity is required, you will make detailed notes of that. And in the further days when you will revise, you will ensure you will incorporate those changes as well. So after attempting the mock test paper 1, you will again be continuing with your revision. So what you will do is first you will be revising chapters with the highest weightage. Then you will attempt the mock test paper 1 and then you will continue with your revision. So this time when you continue with the revision, you will revise the other chapters and also depending on your performance of the mock test paper, if any further changes are required, you will incorporate that also. In case due to time crunch you are unable to attempt the mock test papers, what I suggest is you can study the mock test paper just like you are studying any other chapter. You can study the answers of the mock test paper as well. It is important to go through the mock test paper at least once because sometimes similar questions are asked in the exam. So from 9th April to 11th April. Here you will revise corporate and other law and advanced accounting. So in slot 1 and slot 4, you will revise corporate and other law. And in slot number 2 and 3, you will revise advanced accounting. Then from 12th April to 14th April, the next 3 days. Here you will revise auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So auditing and ethics you will revise in slot 1 and slot 4. And cost and management accounting you will revise in slot number 2 and slot number 3. So I hope you all are noting down this study plan. Then on 15th and 16th April, here you will revise financial management and income tax. So financial management you will revise in slot 1 and slot 4 and income tax you will revise in slot number 2 and 3. Then 17th April and 18th April, the next 2 days, here you will revise strategic management and GST. So strategic management you will revise in slot 1 and slot 4 and GST you will revise in slot number 2 and 3. Then from 19th April to 24th April, the next 6 days. Here you will be revising each of the subject per day in slot 1 and slot 2. That is on 19th April you will revise advanced accounting, 20th April corporate and other law, and so on. Then in slot number 3, you will attempt the mock test paper 2. This is the same time as the exam time. Then in slot 4, again you will analyze your answers of the mock test paper like we previously discussed, and you will make notes of that, so that in the remaining few days of revision which will be left, you can work on those points. So now after finishing this mock test paper 2, only 8 days will be left. So let's see how we can make the most of those 8 days. So next on 25th and 26th April, here you will revise corporate and other law and advanced accounting. So slot 1 and slot 4 will be for corporate and other law, and slot 2 and 3 will be for advanced accounting. So here when you are revising, make sure that you go through whatever errors were committed in the mock test paper 2 as well. And if there are any other chapters pending, you can study those. Then on 27th and 28th April, here you can revise auditing and ethics and cost and management accounting. So in slot 1 and slot 4, you will revise auditing and ethics. And in slot 2 and 3, you will revise cost and management accounting. So since we all are aware that the passing criteria is 40 marks in each subject, but in aggregate we should receive 50 marks. So that's why it's better to start studying all the subjects together, and so that we can complete each of the subject proportionately. Because it shouldn't happen like we start studying one subject and throughout the study we are in that subject itself, and by the time we reach the last subject there won't be much time left. So in case even in one subject if we receive less than 40, then it will be considered fail. So it's better to start studying all the subjects and complete each subject proportionately. Then on 29th April, you will revise financial management and income tax. So financial management you will revise in slot 1 and slot 4, and income tax you will revise in slot number 2 and 3. Then on 30th April, you will revise strategic management and GST. So strategic management you will revise in slot 1 and slot 4, and GST you will revise in slot number 2 and slot number 3. Then on 1st May and 2nd May, so the exam is from 3rd May. So here you will start preparing for paper 1 advanced accounting. So it's better to start preparing early for the first paper, because it will help you in boosting your confidence, and it will also build a positive momentum for the other exams as well. So I hope you all have noted down this study plan, and I hope this plan will be useful for you to ace the upcoming CA Inter May 2025 exams. So that's your complete 46-day revision strategy for the CA Inter May 2025 exams. I know exam preparation can feel stressful, but trust me, with proper planning and consistent effort, you can definitely ace the exam. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel for more exam tips, strategies and motivation to keep you going strong. Thank you for watching the video. All the best for your exams, and I will see you all in the next video.